Hey, We're Nervous Lovers again, back here at Club Closed. We're filming this actually pre-election, so hopefully wherever you're at, you're in a good mood and you're feeling good and the world isn't on fire where you're at. And if it is, then hopefully you can feel us with you right now. All right.
Turn them to machines, look in their eyes. Ask them about their kids and wives and the big game. Then smile and nod at what they say. I don't wanna know anymore now. Hearing all of it only served me. I don't wanna share anymore now. Saying all of it only served me.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all. This is Nervous Lovers here at Club Closed, Great Northern. We got one more song for you. Much love. Thanks so much. Thanks to Manny and the whole crew here. We love being here. It's awesome to be on the stage. We hope to see you in person soon. Good night, y'all.
Welcome back to Club Closed. I'm Cole Odenbergren, and we're going to be talking with Nervous Lovers, some of my good friends. Come on over, guys. That was, put my wave game. All right, let's do that one again. I started making myself laugh, and then I thought.
You got your own name wrong? I heard like a Goldbergen.
There's lots of syllables. Let's do that. Okay, that was a great. It was a great performance. Okay. All right, welcome back to Club Closed. That was a wonderful performance by Nervous Lovers, and they're going to come over here and have a seat and talk with me. Come on over, gang. All right, well, Bevin and Andrew, also known as Nervous Lovers, welcome to Club Closed. Once again, great set. I've been a fan of your music for a long time. Of this, you know. And as we're jumping into this, I guess I kind of have to address the elephant in the room, and that is that we don't know currently what this room is like. Should we have happy tears or sobs of awful sadness? And I'm hoping that it's going to be the latter, and or the former, not the latter. On that note, I've been a fan of your music for a long time, and one of the things that strikes me, I think your lyrics are really, really special. Some of them are really, really seemingly very personal. They can also be relatable to a lot of different scenarios that we as every people can relate to, as great lyrics do. But there's also a political element to that. And I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about that. Bevin, you want to chat a little bit about the lyrics?
Yeah, sure. Over the course of, since 2016 and the horror of all of that, I've just been, utterly disgusted. So this was just a way of processing and trying to...
You're not alone.
Yeah, I know. Just trying to channel some of my feelings of rage. And that's essentially where obviously a lot of that has come from. So it was kind of important for me to get it out in some way. And so that's what we did with the EP, I'd say.
Well, Only Human is one of the ones that really kind of gripped me as it being a very sensitive and I thought really poignant look at, what we're missing right now, which is this humanity. Mm-hmm. And I'm really hoping that now that has changed and we're not living in the same bundle of awful that we were in. Andrew, with regards to the musical side, and I mean, maybe you want to talk a little about the lyrics too, sure. But I was kind of curious to know, I mean, something that's interesting about your songs is that they do kind of straddle this darkness and light. There's some stuff that's really, really poppy and really, really uplifting and joyful, and then there's other stuff that is kind of we recognize where we are, and there's darkness in that. You want to talk about the dichotomy and how it all kind of, meets together?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times how we write stuff is basically, usually come up with an idea, and then we kind of collect those ideas, together, and then, Bevin will kind of add her touch to it. Do this, don't do that. This should be. I want to sing this long. I want to, she's kind of does a good job of kind of seeing it from a couple steps back, and. There's not an intentional thing to, write a happy song or write a sad song. I usually get inspired by, it could be a keyboard sound or some sort of patch that happens, a sample. We're big fans of sampling ourselves, rather than having to clear a sample or whatever. Yeah. Sometimes
Find it, just make it.
There's a couple times where we'll just do a song ourselves and then sample it. In the song Little Cults, we basically do that. That's Bevin's voice that we repurposed. And with our most recent EP, which came out July 2nd, little plug there, that was actually a fun kind of moment for us, because usually we worked pretty close on the lyrics. I would sing about half the time. Bevin would sing half the time. I'd come up with vocal concept, or lyrical concepts, whatever. This last time, it's funny because we're in the studio and we all kind of wrote it kind of in the studio. And Bevin was basically I was like, okay, yeah, oh gosh, we got to write these lyrics. And she come out with a piece of paper. It's like, well, I have some lyrics if you want to hear it. And actually the one I'm thinking of is Only Human. Yeah. And she was we kind of looked at it and was like, well, those are done. Same with Far Away.
Another great song.
We had nothing, or at least in my mind, I was working with Erica Palmquist, the producer we work with, and I was like, well, yeah, we're doing this, and I'm working on sounds and arrangements and stuff like that. And Bevin comes in, piece of paper, is just like, I think these are done. And I look at it, I'm like, yeah, we're done. So it was kind of a fun. It's fun just to see as her partner and as her husband.
Yeah, I guess we should probably mention that you guys
Yeah,
are a married
we
couple.
actually are
If that
married,
wasn't
yeah.
already known.
So it's just a fun thing to see your partner grow as an artist and step up to those big moments.
Well, and I should also give you a little bit of background too. I've known you as a musician in the music scene for a really long time, playing in bands. I think I sat in on drums with you one time. Played the Rickshaw Stop, and we all work in the music education world, which is wonderful too. So I really think it's fantastic to see that you guys have taken this thing and really rolling it around and making a family kind of scenario. I want to get back to the EP, which is a remix. LP, double LP? How many you got? It seems like there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, we wanted to, it's just it's short EP, so I thought it'd be fun to make a record, a vinyl record with it. So we were like, we'll ask a couple people to do some remixes, and that has grown where it might actually be a double LP because we've graced with, not only the likes of you, but like the likes of a lot of
Paris Hilton.
Friends. Yeah. Oh, you can wait to hear the Paris Hilton version of Far Away.
I can't wait.
You guys are
going
to lose it. But yeah, we're probably going to release that early next year, just as a quick, maybe like a track a week or something like that.
Oh, cool.
I don't know.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then we have we did our version of Bruce Springsteen's "I'm on Fire," which
is fantastic. I was going to
which you
mention
have
that
heard,
too.
you
That's
have heard.
sneaking out sometime here.
So that's going to come out. Actually, looking at November 19th, which is my birthday. So looking at releasing it on then before.
Happy almost birthday.
Yeah, again.
Sorry. First part would be what I always say, like, what made the bug bite? Like, what was that moment where you realized that music was your thing, and you had to do it? Bevin, what do you think?
I was lucky enough to grow up like always having music in my life, and that's why her like early childhood education with music is important to me. So I always thought of myself as a kind of musical person, and really, honestly, as far as this realm of things, it was really Andrew basically encouraging me to explore this, and so. I mean, I really
good
credit
job.
him. Yeah.
It's clearly working. Your voice is incredible.
Oh, thanks.
Lyrics are great. Again, gotta go back to Prom Night Blues. I'm so happy to do a remix for that because the words and the music is so great to that song.
Great.
Andrea, what about you? What made the bug bite?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, first generation. My parents are Cuban or were Cuban, and they a lot of music in the house already. But being a teenager, it was something that, I didn't have piano lessons or anything like that. It was just, they were more into like sports and that sort of thing. And there was always music in the house, but it was never like something that like they did, maybe strum on the guitar, a little something like that. And then it was just something that was mine where I could go like, oh, I'm gonna play music. And my parents were like, oh, okay. And my dad was like, here, if you play this acoustic guitar, because I wanted to play bass first. That's what I wanted to do. And he's like,
wow, nobody ever does that.
I know, right? Like, hey, yeah, I want to be in the back of the band. Like, I want to be the bass player. But I was like, look, play acoustic guitar, and if you can get good on that, then we'll talk about it. And, for the next 6 months, I just hammered away at it. And he's like, okay, I think you're looking pretty serious. This is not just a passing fancy. All right, we'll look at a bass. And then from there, I've kind of not even tried, but just kind of worked out being like a jack of all trades as far as I've never gotten really good at the bass or really good at guitar or really good at the synths or something like that. It's like a hammer or something. To me, it's like, this is just something to make a sound.
You want to build a house, figure out how to do it all. I mean,
yeah.
Honestly, that's a smart thing for all you musicians out there. Learn how to do it yourself, and you don't have to rely on anybody else.
Yeah, I think that's actually good. I wish I'd gotten that advice earlier because it was like, now I need a drummer and now I need a guitar player, and you don't.
Now I need like 4 more arms and 2 more legs, and I can do it all myself. It's a good thing you have a computer, indeed. So the second part of that question about like where it all began, it's one I think it's kind of a fun one, and I ask this a lot of people that I talk to. It's one thing, when you're growing up, maybe your uncle, your cousin, your older brother, your sister, or whatever. I'm reminiscent of that scene from Almost Famous where she's like, "Here's my records. They're gonna change your life." That kind of moment. But as awesome as that is, there's also another element to that, which is when you finally got you saved up all your babysitting money and you figured out, all your allowances and all that stuff, and you went down and you bought your first tape or CD or record. What was that? So I guess that's my question to you, which would be, what'd you buy with your own money for the first thing ever that was like your cherished moment of music?
So my first record I bought, and it was a vinyl record, was Weird Al in 3D. So that was I was a big fan of the parodies. Yeah, that was the first thing I would, and I remember
Dr. Demento raised me pretty much.
No, I mean if we're being honest, that's the first record I bought.
My second one was Chipmunk Punk. So
yeah,
I'm with you.
No. My parents actually had a lot of good stuff. Julio Iglesias, listened to. We had George Carlin records. We had
Wonderful.
Creedence Clearwater, stuff like that. But I was, around that age, I think it was like 8 or 9. I was like, this guy's hilarious. And he plays accordion like he does it all. And that was the first record I bought. I think and then after that, when I got a little bit older, it was Alice in Chains and Public Enemy was basically
so perfect.
The next cassette tapes that I bought.
That's
basically.
Great.
Yeah.
Bevin, what about you?
I don't really remember, like that young, I didn't really necessarily buy anything, but I think one that really stuck out for me was buying OK Computer for my brother as a gift and listening to that, and then that just kind of opening up the doors of like, I like this weirdness and this,
cool.
So that was something I think that's a significant moment.
That's a pretty significant record.
Major,
to be,
yeah.
I can see that changing your world.
When you asked that question, that was the first thing popped in my head.
Well, that was why we did it. Well, guys, I got to say it's awesome to have you here and perform. It's nice to sit down and get to know you even more. I enjoy your friendship, enjoy your music, and thank you so much for coming here and being with us at Club Closed. Good luck out there, and hopefully soon we'll be partying the coming of the new dawn in a club open near you.
I think the people at home want to see your shirt maybe a little bit closer. And that
this whole thing?
Rambo and the Terminator in a loving embrace.
Just a little homoerotic cyborg love.
This is what no one's been listening to us. They want to see the shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, this is from the band Idols. My old bandmate Dave Peugeot of the band Inc. Fantastic guy and great musician. Was like, I've got to send you something in the mail, and this is what showed up. He's like, it doesn't fit me. I don't know if it really fits me either. However, yes.
Does he have openings for new friends? Because this is amazing.
Interesting cat, that is for sure. No, but it was funny too, because I think in the note it was like, you're the only one that had the balls to wear this. Freak the squares. All right, we're going to jump out of here and get on to the next thing. Thanks so much for joining us, you guys. Have a great night.
Yeah, thanks.